people to express themselves instead of blocking things off.
Don't need to be worried. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. Yeah. I know you've been wondering why I
think to tell you how they turn their lemons into lemonade. I have been through a lot myself, and I'm also here to share my experiences with you. You know what? I've been betrayed. I have been gossiped. I have been criticized wrongly. I have been judged. I have been misunderstood. And I'm here to tell you that you're not alone in that game. Come, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Don't bother. That depression. Depression is real. Don't kill yourself before your time. There's always a solution to that problem you're going through. Here on Lifereals, we are here to help you. Come, follow me on this page. Let's talk about that problem. Trust me, together we can solve it. Lifereals is here to help you.
No need to be worried. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. One step at a time. No need to be worried.
Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Lifereals family. Happy Sunday and happy Father's Day to all fathers in the house. We really appreciate our fathers today. We celebrate them because they are the reason why we are called mothers. Without them, we cannot be mothers. Without them, we cannot be here as children. So they are the fathers that make things happen. We celebrate you, our brothers, our husbands, all of you that are fathers in this house, fathers to be, aspiring fathers, young boys, planning to become fathers. We all celebrate you today on this platform. We really love and appreciate you. We are also celebrating all that are mothers who are either widows or single parent or single mothers for one reason or the other. You play the role of a mother and a father in your child's life. You are also a father, because you are taking the responsibility that the father should take. You are taking it all by yourself. So you are also a father, and we celebrate you, and we pray that the Lord will continue to strengthen you guys for us. God will keep you, protect you, preserve you, put more money in your pocket so it can be taking care of us and the children, defend us, protect us. We pray for you people today. All shall be well with our fathers in the mighty name of Jesus. Happy Father's Day. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. From the depth of our hearts, we say we love you. God bless and keep you all in Jesus' name. Amen and amen. Oh, wow. We are seeing them. They are coming in. They are coming in. Whoa. Yep. Rita Ansopor is here. Chinyere Chukwemeka is here. Oluchukwu is here. Yes, Oluchilinda is here. Who again? Onuara Godfrey is here. So you guys know that we are playing a game, right? This is the third week. So for those that got data last week, you're not going to get data this week. We are going to choose select new set of people that are going to get data, and the game is you log in and then you set the end of the program. Then we give you $500. $500 in Jesus' name. 500 naira worth of data. So now I have Oluchukwu. I have Honora Godfrey. Then I have Chinyere Chukwuemeka. Then I have who again? Oluchilinda. Who are the ones that got data last week? I hope. Okay. So Oluchilinda. Okay, so these are the 4 people that have logged in that did not get data last week. Okay, so seconding them is Ifeyinwa Ibekwe. I don't know if Ifeyinwa got data last week. So these first 4 people that logged in now, if I see you at the end of the program, then you're going to get data. And how am I going to know that you're still there? Because you are commenting. Like I would say, if you don't have anything to say, please make sure you support or disagree with what somebody else has said, so that I will see your comment. If I don't see your comment at the end of the, like towards the end of the program, I know that you logged in and logged out. So please keep the comments coming in for me to know that you are still there. Yeah. So that's what it is. So I welcome you again to Lifereals with Florence Onuma. Really, yeah, this Lifereals was created to form a community of people of like minds who are willing to bear and share each other's burden. That's what we are here to do. We are here to unburden. We are here to tell our stories. We are here to celebrate when God turns our lemon into lemonade. We are here to encourage each other. We are here to advise each other. We are here to correct each other in love. That is what we are doing on Lifereals. We are not here to judge anyone. We're not here to condemn anyone. We are here to help people heal. We're here to give a shoulder and to make sure that you have this online family support, that if you don't have anybody to talk to, you can actually talk to us. That is what Lifereals is all about. So feel free. Say whatever you want to say, as long as it's said in a respectful way or respectful way. Say it. Nobody's going to kill you. If you have a contrary view, say it. If you support what is going on, say it. So if you have anything that you don't understand, ask questions. We will answer. So that is what it is. This is what Lifereals is all about. So Rita, Victoria, Chinyere, share the link, share the link, share the link, share the link. Fred, Jimmy, share the link, share the link, share the link. Flobet TV, share the link to other people. Let them roll in, because you guys know that we have a matter at hand. Yes, last week we brought in one beautiful lady that doesn't look like what she has been through. Yes, Prophetess Stephanie Ijoma Ameboko was here last week to share her story. And a lot of you were like, no, this story, yeah, no, you get that CB, it's not real, it's real. Some people said, I understand it because it's stranger than fiction. But I also want you to understand that the Bible said that a man's own enemy is a member of his own household. I want you guys to know that whatever the Bible says is real, and that is what it is. You cannot change it. So an answer that cannot hurt you. There's a trending story that came in last week. Ifunanya story. Ifunanya story. A lot of you, I'm sure, are following that story on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram. That's what a bad family can do to someone. Yes. If you don't know Ifunanya story, go back and Google on TikTok or on anywhere, any of the platforms. Just look for Ifunanya's the American returnee story. You will hear that story. Her family, her father's siblings, what they did to her father, what they did to her when she came back to look for the father. That is what a dysfunctional family can do. So when people are telling their story, they are the one telling the story, not you. They are the one that have been through something, not you. So don't dispute their story. Just listen to it and form your opinion if you want to. Give advice if you want to, but please don't tell somebody that is hurting that their story is not real. That's not fair, because that person that went through that pain is still hurting. And the why she's telling the story is because she wants to heal. So if you cannot help her heal, don't compound her problem. Don't tell her that the story is not real. She's bearing her face. She has a family. If it's not rich, she cannot come out and begin to tell her story about her family when she's not crazy. You understand what I'm trying to say? So I just want you guys to listen to that story with an open mind and give your advice. Give your advice. Bring out your comments. Let's hear what you have to say as she tells her story. So last week we went a bit, to a great extent with that story. But like I told you, we have not scratched the surface of that story. We have not scratched the surface. We are just. Then they say, "Amata be the beans. Yeah, for the science, for the choir, yeah, for the shimai, But I can tell you one thing for free, that as long as Lifereals is concerned, we are going to finish that story. We are going to finish. We are going to see the end of that story. Whatever it takes, we're going to finish it, and we are going to learn something that we're supposed to learn from it. So she told us to a point where she said, she saved some money to get a house in Abuja. So she has said a lot of things, how it all started, how she left the home, how she lived under the bridge, how she went to Port Harcourt, how she went to Abuja, a lot of, different pocket. She was even arrested by a police officer that was supposed to help her and locked her up for months. How a good Samaritan came and bailed her out and gave her a job. How she, made sure that the family, the man and the wife, came back together. All that she told us last week. And today she's going to continue that story. And it's Stephanie Ijoma Amabioku. I will remind you who she is. Stephanie is a prophetess. Yes, she's a prophetess, and she and the husband, they run a church in Port Harcourt. Right. They run a church in Port Harcourt, and she gave us the address of the church. I hope I still remember where I wrote it down. Yeah, she gave us the address of the church, and she said the name of the church is Burning Fire Evangelical Mission International by Ngwoba, Port Harcourt. So if you are in River State and you know where that place is, do well to pay them a visit and see what God is doing there. Like I said, Stephanie is a prophetess. She's a businesswoman. She runs a church with her husband. She runs a business with her husband. She's married and she has 3 kids. Okay, so we are going to bring Stephanie back. Stephanie, please stand by. We are about to bring you to the studio. We're going to bring Stephanie to continue the story of what her journey was like. Hello, Stephanie. Hello.
Hello, mommy. Good evening. Good
Good
evening. Good afternoon,
evening.
mommy.
Good evening, Stephanie. How are you?
I'm better today.
Thank God. Welcome back to Lifereals Studio. God
Thank
bless
you,
you.
mommy.
This Lifereals Studio in Maryland, USA. Welcome back. We connected to you all the way from Nigeria. God bless you for making time out today to come and continue this story. God bless you. We really appreciate you because trust me, you are trying to heal and you're also trying to heal someone directly or indirectly that is hurting. Okay. So take your time, like I told you, take your time, take it systematically. We are going to finish the story. And by the time we are through with it, you're going to be better off for it. Okay.
Yes, mommy.
All right. So welcome back to this story today. Can we continue?
Yes, mommy.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Um, I'm happy to be here. Thank you for the privilege and the honor to be here. Thank you for helping me heal. I feel much lighter from last week. I feel much more lighter. I feel like something is leaving, is gradually leaving, and I'm happy. I'm happy it's leaving, and I'm happy I can smile better. Even though I broke down last week and I cried my eyes out, but for the first time I cried. I couldn't find words to express how I felt, but after I cried, I spoke to you. I felt better. Thank you for being that shoulder. Thank you.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
so last week that when I was able to raise money in Abuja and get an apartment, it was a self-contained in a 3-story building, Fifth Avenue, Gwarimpa Housing Estate. That particular building is being used by their Federal Housing Authority staffs. So I was privileged to get a self-contained in one of the flats. There's a way they built those houses. So there's always a self-contained in one of the flats. So that was how I paid for that place. When I told this man and his wife that I was going to leave their house and I had paid for a place, they were like, really? I said, yes. He now said, well, I told him. He came with his wife to see the place and he asked me, what do I need? I said, Daddy, I just want to buy mattress and put rug on the floor and just do curtains and sleep. He now said, okay. He drove me down to Wuse 2 and bought everything I needed to set up the house, including my first camp gas. And I started life. I still went back home with them that night. I stayed with them for like 2 3 days, 2 days. On the third day, I now left to my new accommodation. And I was there. I began to think of what to do. I didn't want to sit home doing nothing. Still then, I wasn't speaking to my father. I wasn't speaking to my mom. I was only in constant communication with my immediate elder brother, who is late now of blessed memory. And he was just the only one that knew where I was and what was happening in my life. I began to look for a job. I got a job at Area 11. We're into properties, we're selling lands, where we had my boss then had a connection with the FCDA director for lands. So I was one of the major marketers. So he would always take me alongside with him. Along the line, I also started on my own to, if I get someone, if I speak to someone that wants to buy land and I don't want to bring the person into the company on my own, I will just take the person to the director of lands and they do their discussions, negotiations, payments are being done, and they give me my own percentage. So that was how I happened to just walk that process. After some months, I had settled into that house. I called my immediate elder brother and I told him, "You can come and see me." He came to Abuja to see me. He was shocked. That was us reconnecting after 1990. I left home 1998. That was the first time we reconnected after 1998, and it was amazing. I felt loved again. I felt I had someone. He
That
kept
was
my
after how many, that
secret.
was
He
after
kept
how
me.
many years of disconnection?
I left 98 and I connected with that my brother in 2001.
Wow. That's almost like 10 years.
So yes, it was 2001. It was still that same 2001. He began to speak to me that I needed to go see our father in the village. I just, that our father has been worried about me. He didn't tell anybody where I was, but he was alone in communication with me, and that I needed to get back home. I said, I'm not coming back. I won't even return to Lagos. We battled, had issues, we disagreed on many grounds. And I now told him, okay, I will come home 2003. But in 2001, from 2001 till 2002, I kept tormenting my father. To me, I felt I was tormenting him. So I thought, or rather, so I was doing. I will call his office line, and when he picks the phone, I'll begin to laugh very strangely. I would just laugh, and my father would be shouting, "Hello, who is that? Hello, hello, hello." And I would just cut the call. I kept doing that. For some reason, I didn't know why I was doing it. But I felt good with myself because I felt I said to myself, I was going to torment my father. And I kept just doing that from 2001 till 2003.
Well,
It
for
wasn't
two
funny,
years,
but
you wanted to kill him.
yes,
You wanted to kill
I
him.
just, I don't know whether I should say I wanted to just take a pound of flesh, or I just wanted to disorganize him, or I just wanted him to feel like some things beyond him were after his life. I just don't know how I got that idea, but I kept doing it. Then I kept calling our house line in Lagos, the landline. And when I call, whoever picks it, I'll begin to laugh and they will just keep the phone. They won't cut the line, they will keep it. And I'll just be laughing and I'll be hearing everything they are saying. And then my mom will be like, amam nọ ndị mmụọ na-akpọ anyị, onye kwana ka anyị mejọrọ, ndị mmụọ na-akpọ anyị, ndị mmụọ na-akpọ anyị, kekwa nke bụ na mmadụ ya akpọ mụwa mụ na phone, you know. And because I wouldn't want to laugh out for them to know that I was the one, I would just cut immediately and I'll begin to laugh. I kept doing that from 2001 to 2003. I felt satisfied. And in 2000, that 2001, I now met a friend. I'm going to speak about this lady, but I wouldn't want to call her name. I met this lady in the bar. Like I said, I went into drinking. I went into smoking. I didn't steal. I didn't. I had a relationship I was committed to as a then, and I kept that relationship. So in the evenings when I close from work, I'll just stroll out to a bar and I'll just sit and buy my drink myself because I had already that mentality. I don't need anybody to pay my bills. I was paying my bills and I was feeling good. So when you walk up to me and you say, fine girl, I want to buy you beer, I will laugh and I will tell you to sit. As you sit, I will be the one to buy the beers for you. And I felt happy with myself. I felt independent. I felt I was just okay for myself. But I still knew that I was lost in a world that I didn't know my left, I didn't know my right, I didn't know who to turn to. There was no father figure, there was no mother figure. It was just that my brother. He stayed with me for some time in Abuja, and he never told them he came to Abuja to see me. So when I remember when I first got to Abuja, I was telling my husband this evening, and I was telling Mommy Rosemary Gabriel. I said, you know that when I got to Abuja, that early time I got to Abuja, I went to my dad's younger sister, stepsister, was working in one of the biggest hotels. In fact, still one of the biggest hotels in Abuja as a chartered accountant, as an accountant in that hotel. My dad, against my mother's support, trained that his sister because he said he made a vow to their late mom on their dying bed, who happens to be his stepmom, that he was going to train all her children. So my dad was more of Odozi Obodo outside. His house can be catching fire, but he wants to just take care of outside. And I went to that, my auntie. The hotel has their staff quarters somewhere not far from Warimpa. They call that area Jabi. And Jabi Life Camp, yes. I went to her. I traced her to the hotel because I knew that was where she was working. She wasn't at work that day. Someone, because I called her son name, and I said, that's her name that she answered. I said, yes, she's my dad's younger sister, stepsister. They directed me to her house at Life Camp. I got there after 3 days of search. I finally met my aunt in the house. It was their staff quarters. She was staying in a one room. And I told her, she said, are you Joma? Nke Ibera Abuja, Papa go mapane no Abuja. I now said no. Then she now said, Nke Mbera gene ka Mbera for. This one I came, what did I come for? I said, Auntie, just as you are making a life for yourself, me too, I want to make a life for myself. She now said, I knew it. Amongst your siblings, Idiche, you're different. And I said, Auntie, I don't have a house, so call your father. Your father can pay for a one-bedroom flat for you. This is a woman my father trained in IMT. This is a woman my father trained to go for ICANN. This is a woman that lived with us from when I was little till
Okay,
when I began
at
to
that time,
know
was it
something.
before you got your accommodation or after you got your accommodation?
That
When
was
was this?
that was even before I ran into all the trouble I ran into that I slept in the police station.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So, and after then, when I got that my house in Gwarimpa is not far from Life Camp Jabi. I went to her house and I told her, Auntie, I have a house now in Abuja. She said she knew I was going to make it. She knew I was going to break even, that she's very proud of me. I said, don't be proud of me. And I said, come and see my house. She came to my house and she said, if she that works in that kind of hotel is staying in staff quarters in one room, small girl like me, I'm staying in self-contained. That in fact, I should tell her what I'm doing. If not, as auntie, I don't owe you that explanation. I only just brought you to see where I'm living, so that if anything, when I call you, you can know that this is where I live. She now said, okay. In all the years I stayed in Abuja till I got my admission in Rivers State University of Science and Technology 2004, my auntie never came to my house. She never even told my father she saw me. Whenever they will ask, who has seen Ijoma? Nobody will say that they had seen me. My auntie never said she had seen me. So I kept walking. I met this lady and we tagged along. She came to my house. She was like, you're a young girl, you're doing good for yourself. I was like, yes. She was then in Enugu, then in Lagos. She was almost everywhere because she's an actress. She was an actress and she's still an actress till today. And she now said, I like you. I said, I'm looking for senior sister. Oh. If you will take me as your junior sister, I beg. Means if I like you because we they flow together. We drink the same brand of beer. We were smoking the same St. Maurice that time. So I was just flying with the wind, you know. It got so bad that I began to eat weed. I would smoke it, I would eat it. I was just living my life, not knowing whether I was towing a very good path or not. I was just there. And I kept working so hard. She now advised me someday. She said, why don't you go back to school? I said, do not even bring that leg, come here. I'm money now at the farm. I just want to make money and just take care of myself. Have I not told you? My father said, man shall not depend on his father, always fend for yourself. So I want to fend for myself. Then I want to go and show my father that truly I'm able to fend for myself. She now began to sit me down, talk to me. And she was like, okay, this is what we're going to do. I know you have a house. My brother has a house in Federal Housing Authority at Socorro. He rented a 3-bedroom. Sometimes you will come to our house, stay with us. Sometimes I'll come and stay with you like that, pending if I'm in Abuja. Like I said, she's an actress, so she was always in and out of Abuja. So whenever she's around, I'll go stay with her. When she's not around, I will just be in my house. I kept selling properties. I was meeting people. I was marketing my boss's company. We were into lands. You want accommodation, a house, we'll help you get it. If you want federal housing, you want house in Guarimpa, I will just tell my boss. And if we were just doing the business and I was growing in it and I was saving money. So I went back to this man who brought me out from the police station and I told him, I said, Daddy, I got a job. He said, I remember you told me. I said, is it we're into lands and housing or estate development? He said, what is the problem? I said, no problem, Daddy. I've been able to save out some money, but I want to do business. I don't know what to do. He now said, I will introduce you to a shop in Wuse Zone 6. Go there, go buy wrappers, wholesale, and be selling. When you now gather enough money, I will take you to that man's factory in Kano. You can begin to buy wrappers to sell. And the Igbo woman in me, as soon as I heard buy wrapper, hey, I just gathered all I had and I told him, I said, Daddy, I'm ready. I have some money. I started that business with about 40,000. Then I wasn't paid salary. I was paid based on commission. So as many lands I bring, as many houses I'm able to rent, as many deals I seal for my boss, there is a particular percent my boss was giving to me. So when he asked me, and I told him, I said, in all these things we do, my boss gives me was 1%. And he said, no, he ought to give you 5% because you're always on the road and you're the one bringing the deals for him. So when I now told my boss, I said, Oga, his name is Tony. I said, oh God, Tony, I want us to have a discussion. He said, what is that? I said, okay, my daddy said 1% is too small. Give me 5%. He said, your eye too shine. Small girl like you, what don't you use the money for? I said, oh God, I have a life. I'm trying to build my life. Someday I will go into business. Someday I may decide to go into lands. He said, lie, he will frustrate me in Abuja if I decide to go into lands. Unknown to him, the director FCDA then, I became close to him because I was bringing deals almost every day for him. He now made me, I met a whole lot of people. I was privileged to meet people of affluence. That was another journey. It began to make me to go to IBB Golf Club, to speak to people, to buy lands, to give them reasons why they must invest in properties and all of that. Like I said, I had a relationship and I kept that relationship. While I was keeping that relationship, the guy we were to get married, he's from Imo State. We never got married. At a point, we had a joint account together. That was another story of my life, another phase. My late brother warned me and he said, you can't have a joint account with a man that's not paid bride price, even if he does pay bride price. This guy that I'm seeing, his eyes are not complete. And I got angry with my brother and I told him, in fact, you will leave my house. We quarreled. My brother and I quarreled. I told him, you will leave my house. He said, okay, I should leave your house. I said, yes, leave my house. My brother left my house and slept outside that night. I wasn't myself. I came out, I begged him to come. He said no, that I told him to leave my house, and he would leave my house. In fact, the next morning that he's going back to Lagos, I should just give him transport. I said, better get ready to trek from Abuja to Lagos, because I will not give you, except if you enter wheelbarrow and they push you. Come back inside the house. We quarreled. His favorite soup then, I said then because he's late, it was a goosey soup. So I made a goosey soup with enough meat, and I now used it to beg my brother. We made this. And he said, he's telling me something, no, I will cry tomorrow. I said, leave him, bros, leave him, leave him, leave him, leave him. And I love. He said, now you love dying. And that was it.
That
I
was really
never knew
simple.
what he was saying was actually, Mommy Owoye Beo. I was able to gather money from that land. Then there was this car then in Abuja that we used to call
How do you even open a joint
um,
account with a man you're not married to? That's story for another day. Let's continue.
Mom, I was naive, bro, mommy. I just wanted
First,
a life. I just,
see road though.
I just wanted, should I say, I just wanted someone I could confide, talk to. I don't know. I don't know if I should say I just wanted to build, and I needed someone to guide me to build. So I was able to save out money. I bought a car, and I told him, I said, okay, let's use it to be running taxi. Whenever I want to, I'm going to work. Just take me, drop me. If I finish and you're free, fine. If you're not free, you can just be running taxi like that. I was happy. We started together. Mommy, before I know, car enter voicemail. Oh. He can't be saying I blow, then they blow me. The day they blow me, now so I blow am back. I tell and say, now yeah, he end. Oh. That thing when my father do my mother, man, no fit do me. I will kill you. You know, we battled, we bantered, and all of that, and we cut off that relationship. That was in 2002. So this lady who is an actress now told me, she said, I never wanted to tell you, but I just knew that that guy was just around you because he knew that you're this hustling kind of small girl, naive girl, good girl. We won't be bad girl. Bad girl, you know, be good girl, you be, but you just want to corrupt your mind, you
Okay,
know. And we
let's
just laughed over it.
Stephanie, wait. I have some very funny comments here. Somebody, okay,
Okay, mom.
let me do the thing. Chris is here. Okay, Esther Obi is here. Lola Weruche is here. Papando is here. Dr. Victoria is here. And yep, yeah, Dr. Victoria, the light of God has continued to shine on you, although you didn't know God's grace overload. So Esther said, now wow. Oluchi said, now wow. Oluchi said, chai. Oluchi, God will continue to shine his light on you. Amen. Chukwemeka said, you really tried by taking her to your house. That's your auntie, right? Lola Mauricio said,
Yeah.
watching. High Chief said, now wow. Now they didn't tire them. If you can say it is well. Rosemary Gabriel said, there was so much hate and bitterness in that family unit, sadly. Fayewan said, yes. Fayewan said, you tried well. Babando they say, you walk through the valley of the shadow of death. If you say you see Shege Banza, that one say chai. Okay, Deaconess Vera, you're here. Thank you for connecting. Christopher said, God works in ways we don't understand. He has a way of showing up mightily and amazingly. Chinyere said, you tried though. Deaconess Vera said, hard working pays. Lord Richard said, So that's what the comment we have now. So the thing chop their mouth, continue. Continue. You were the show shake a bands, they collect your money, take off.
So in 2020, in 2002, this lady that is an actress, she sat me down. Then her brother had some issues in Abuja, and the house, Interpols were looking for the brother. So she couldn't stay in that house, and she called me. She said, babe, I said, big sis, because I call her big sis. She said, babe, as I do like this, I know if you enter my brother's house. So I said, what happened? He said, Interpol, they find him. I don't know what in don't commit. I know at Abuja, they stranded. I said, stranded, come house. She now said, okay. She came to my house. We sat, we made food, we ate. She now said, oh, stroll. We now strolled out. And she took me to a garden at Buse. And we sat there eating on Kwabi, and she said, you know why I came to see you? I said, no. So I'm going to be spending some time with you, but I want to talk to you for the last time and I want you to hear me. Time waits for no man. You're a beautiful young girl. She now told me, stand up. I said, she said, see, better figure eight. You be figure eight, or no be lie. We laughed. We were smoking, we were drinking. And the next thing she said, I want you to go to school. You can't be wasting this English. You speak good English. It's difficult to believe that you're just a secondary school certificate holder. Go to school. You will become useful for yourself. I say you don't come with this. I don't want to insult you. I don't want verse, in that highness. I say I don't want verse. I don't want change them for you. Is there any way you change them? Go to school. You will live to thank me tomorrow. I said, okay, even if I want to go to school, I want to start. Where I want to start? I said, I don't want to go to University of Abuja. She now said, okay, I'm going to give you somebody's number. He said, that man is a big man. Don't tell him I'm the one that gave you his number. You've lived in Port Harcourt. I said, yes. I said, tell him that you met him in a club in Port Harcourt. I know he will know he's never met you. Because if to say meet you, see this is shape, if for scattering, because he like woman. But tell him you met him in a club and tell him you want to go to school. That man gives people school, admission in school, on scholarship you will never regret. I said, hey, Ingope. She said, try. So she gave me his number and she now warned me. She said, don't tell him I'm the one, no, because his girlfriend is a married man. He's a top politician as I speak in Nigeria at large. He said, he's a married man. Don't tell him, oh, his girlfriend is my best friend. So if the girlfriend finds out I gave you her boyfriend's number, our relationship don't die. I just want that man to help you. That's the only person I know I can think of that can help you. I don't have the resources to send you to school now, but if he will do it, he will do it. She now asked me, will you call him? I said, I go call him. Will you call him? I said, I go call him. No stress me. Man, they think if my spirit move me and go, he say, okay, spirit beam. I will always say that. And we laughed over it. We drank. She stayed about a month in Abuja. Then she got a shooting to do in Enugu. She left for Enugu. And I didn't call that man. I don't know why, but for some reason I didn't call him. So it was in 2003 I called him. When I called him, he said, who is this? I told him. He cut the call. He called me with a private number and said, I don't know you. I know I don't know you. How did you get my number? And I told him, I said, Oga, I met you in the club. Now she told me the name of the club in Port Harcourt. I met you in the club in Port Harcourt now with some of your friends. They were celebrating you. She gave me the story to tell him. And I said, hey, yes, I was in that club. Yes, they were celebrating me for something. Yes. But I can't remember meeting you because there was nobody that passed my eyes that I did not remember. I said, everybody remember that maybe when you see me, you will know me. And I said, okay, we'll keep in touch. Whenever I come to Abuja and I feel like seeing you, I will call you. That was 2003. Then this man that helped me come out from the police, he called me and said he was moving to Lagos, that he wants to work his transfer back to Lagos so he can be closer to his family. And that was how I helped him move these things. Some of the things he couldn't carry, that he couldn't sell off, he gave me to use and equip my house. So I was living comfortably large to an extent. I had everything beyond, above what a single young girl should have in her house. He made me very comfortable. And he was living and he gave me 100,000 and said, whatever I can do for you, let you do for you. Continue your life and don't be bad. Don't kill anybody. Don't put your hand in blood sacrifice.
And that was
And
what
he
year?
prayed for me
100,000
and we
what year?
left
That was a lot of
Abuja.
money at 2023.
Yes. 2003. That was a
2003.
lot.
That was a lot of money.
2003.
Okay.
Yes. So he told me, he said, I'm using that money to settle you. Just do anything useful with your life. Be a good girl. Stop being a bad girl. And he prayed and we left. I didn't call that man. That man didn't call me again until 2004. Yeah, 2004. It was April. This lady who asked was in my house as at then. So my phone rang that evening and it was a private number. He now said, Stephanie, right? I said, yes, sir. Stephanie Joma, right? I said, yes, sir. Who am I speaking with? He said, come and meet me at so hotel. Mama, I'm going to disclose the names to you personally. I don't want to say it
It's
live.
okay.
And I went to meet him. I first told him, I said, I don't have transport. He said, you don't have transport. You don't have transport. Your head is not correct. You're mad. Come and meet me. Very authoritative man. And I told my friend laughed and said, oh yeah, call a driver to carry me. I went to meet him in the hotel. I got there. I called him. He said, when you get there, call me. I'll meet you at the lobby. I got there. I called him. He didn't come to the lobby. He only just told me, take the lift, come to room. It was the first floor. Let me just use room 101. And I got there. I knocked on the door. I didn't know who I was going to see. I didn't know whether it was a ritualist, but she just told me
No, you get luck
just
suddenly
telling me
now.
want to
You
go
are
to
just
school.
lucky that it's not even now. So
Ah,
now you can understand. Got
yeah. So as I knocked on the door, he opened and I entered. He said, I know that I've not seen this face. I know that I don't know you. Who sent you? Did my enemy send you after me? Did my rival send you after me? I said, sir, I don't even know you too well. I just know I met you in the club. He said, shut up your mouth. Shut up. You did not meet me anywhere. Sit down. And I sat down. I was shaking. And he asked me, said, bad girl, good girl, what do you want me to do for you? I said, sir, I want to go to school. He left everything he was doing and he was shocked. He looked at me. He said, what? I said, I want to go to school. He said, you're not a graduate. I said, no, sir. He said, but you have good command of English. I said, yes, sir. I wanted to read mass communication. They gave me philosophy, Unilag. My father did not train me in the school. He said, look at your mouth, running like typewriter. No wonder you want to go to school. You're sure you want to go to school? I said, yes, sir. Mommy, then I never knew who he was. She only told me his name, but she didn't tell me who he was. And he now said, have you written jam? I said, no, they are just selling jam form. He said, have you bought jam form? I said, I don't have money now. That's why I came to meet you. Not like I didn't have money, but the lady just told me what to tell him.
Mm-hmm.
And he now said, okay, I'm going for a meeting. I came with my governor. We came for a meeting. After the meeting, I'm going to call you. If I have time, I'm going to call you. Take this for your transport. Mommy, now so they stole me 200,000. I nearly faint. I carried the money. As I came out from the hotel room, I didn't have a fridge.
You
That was the
dizzy.
only
You
thing I
dizzy.
didn't
But
have.
when they give the money, you can't dizzy. The money make you dizzy.
I nearly passed out, mommy. Mommy, I nearly passed out. Oh God. Oh God. I nearly passed out, but I was just forming big girl. I collected the money. As soon as I came out, I called my friend. I said, oh, girl, see, he said that he came with his governor. She said, governor. She didn't want to tell me who he was. And she now said, okay, now where you did? As I said, I talk to you like this. You know, say we don't get fridge for house. That 200,000 where they stole me, my dear. I think I'll go buy Tokumbo fridge. And they come, so I will go drink ice water today for us. like play. She now said, oh yeah, buy something. Come, mo cook up and soup. Chop. I said, okay. And I bought things from Wuse Market. I took drop straight Guarimpa. When I got there, as soon as she saw the fridge, she started shouting. She opened beer. As we dey drink, now we dey shout, hey, we don't buy fridge, we don't get fridge, babe, we don't get fridge, we don't arrive, we don't land. Now, we're not going to cook soup, it dey spoil, it go dey enter inside fridge, they block, with that excitement. And she was like, I'm happy for you. I told you, he will train you if he wants to. He's a good man. Just keep telling him you want to go to school. And she said, okay. So that evening, we just finished eating. My phone rang, private number. He said, Stephanie. I said, yes. He said, John. I said, yes. He said, come back and meet me now. Mommy, I went back to that hotel room to see this guy. This story I'm talking about, I told my husband. I didn't hide anything from my husband. I opened up and I told him, and he just laughed at me. He said, that's your past. I said, no, I want you to hear it. Not when you hear it outside, you use it against me. Hear it from my mouth. Let me tell you the truth, the story the way it is. And I went back that night to see this guy. When I got there, I said, God, I was looking at time. He said, you're looking at time. You want to go where? I said, so I'll go to my house and go and sleep. He said, no, you're going to stay here. I said, okay. I said, where will I sleep? He said, you will sleep on this bed with me. I said, hey, in my heart, I said, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Now, made this man not rape me for here. Made them not force me to sleep this man because me, I don't get shelter. And I asked him, I said, sir, will you permit me to smoke? He said, smokers are not smoke. He did not see it. Cigarette smoking is not permitted here. I said, please, can I drink? He said, go ahead and drink. I ordered my drink. Mommy, I drink my drink, oh. After I drank, the man just put pillow, pap, 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 4 pillow. He's still alive till tomorrow. And he laid down one side and told me to lie down the other side. I should make sure I don't cross that pillow. That I'm a very beautiful girl, I'm tempting, but that even if he must have anything to do with me, he go first run AIDS test, say because AIDS plenty, make him know say I don't get AIDS. Say because as I find like this, he knows say Abuja men, they worry me well. Say, see as my belly flat, see as my hips curve, say, see my breast, that I look like his wife. He showed me his wife's picture. Truly, I look like his wife. His wife too is an Igbo woman like me. And from that day, I said, no, now that dinner I'm going to call you so that I will not have that thought of wanting to have carnal knowledge with you. I said, once I call you daddy, now daddy figure, now you will be. The man said, your head no correct. Now me born you. I said, now you born me. I said, you won't train me now for school, now you born me. The man didn't talk to me. We just laid on the bed, we were gisting, talking. He was asking me different questions, and I told him where I was working and what transpired between me and my boss. He now said, my governor, we need a land, though, and we need an office space for something in this Abuja. Can you help us get it? I said, yes, sir. Immediately, I now told him, I said, okay, the next morning before he goes, I was going to take him to the director of lands, FCDA, that they should discuss whatever it is they want to discuss. He said, no, do it. I might pay you agent fee. I said, no, I want to be transparent and sincere with you so that you don't know, say, genuinely, I want to go to school. He now said, okay. We slept that night. By the midnight, his phone rang and he shouted. I woke up. I said, what is it? He said, oh, it's my PA. He just called me. His wife had cancer. She just died of breast cancer. Hey, I said, Jesus Christ. Made this man know. I don't know whether I'm a ritualist too. I was chatting with my friend, but he didn't know I was talking to her. He now asked me, tell me the truth. Who gave you my number? I said, no, sir. I met you in that club. You are the one that gave me the number. He said, and all these years you didn't call me. You are still lying to me. You don't want to tell me the truth. Tell me who gave you my number. I said, no, sir, nobody gave me your number. You gave me your number by yourself. He said, okay. He didn't say anything. By morning, he brought out another money. Mommy, I saw them stole me another 200,000. I nearly pissed for cloth that morning. I said, Jesus. Now, so this life day, hey, God, see helper. And he said, take that money, buy your jam form. That was when he revealed his identity to me. He said, buy a jam form, fill it, bring that form to me to so place. I'm going for a meeting there. When you get there, tell them you want to see so, and tell them so person is in that man's office. In fact, once you get to the gate of that place, call me. I will send someone to pick you inside. Mommy, I nearly pass out. I say, God, this kind of human being, that kind of high-level person. I said, okay. I ran to Access Bank in Abuja. I bought my jam form. I filled my jam form. I made photocopies because they asked me to make about 5 photocopies. He now said, I will train you in school on one condition. Is it that you will put Uniport first choice, River State University second choice. If you want any other university, I will not train you. I will train you where my eyes will be on you, where I will have people monitor you. I said, yes, sir. He said, are you okay with that? I said, yes, sir. I filled the forms. I called my friend. I told her. She said, congratulations. I made photocopies. I called him. By the time I got to this place, Mommy, I looked at my life. I looked at myself. I said, God, now me una carry this here. It's okay. I went in. As I gave him the form, I greeted him, Daddy. He said, "Not be me born here. Not be your papa. No, they call me Daddy." I said, Daddy, look at the form here. He now took some copies and said, he will push my admission and he will get back to me once there's admission. That admission will soon start in River State. That he will get back to me like that. After that period, I never set my eyes on him until in the month of December 2004. Matriculation was on the 6th of December 2004. He came to Abuja for a meeting on the 4th, he told me. On the 5th, he asked me to come and see him. That morning, as soon as I came to see him, he said, as I'm done with you, pack your bags to the airport, return to Port Harcourt. Your matriculation is the next day. Just like that. He never slept with me. He only told me, even if I go friend you, when you don't reach Port Harcourt, my personal doctor must run AIDS test on you. Ma, they shall say, my enemies no send you to kill me. And that was it.
Well, I be like, waiting again.
Like, I didn't know whether to cry. I didn't know. Only thing I just did was where he was standing, I just ran and I hugged him and I cried. I said, so I will be a graduate again. He looked at me and said, just go for your matriculation. I'm leaving to Calabar. I will meet you in Port Harcourt. And that was how he left. I ran to the house. I told my friend. And I said, I'm leaving my house, so I'm leaving the key. Let me just go to Port Harcourt and do matriculation and come back. I left straight to the airport. I took the last flight on the 5th of December, got into Port Harcourt, went straight. He gave me a hotel to go to in Port Harcourt, in D-Line, that is owned by his bosom friend, that they should give me a room pending whenever he comes back. At the end, they give me room, want me executive room, and like that, I spread myself. I smoked my cigar well. The next morning, I went for my matriculation. I snapped my pictures and I sent to him. And he said, I want you to focus. By the time we began clearance and all of that, they now found out I couldn't do mass communication because I didn't have a credit in maths. So they now offered me adult education. I wanted to turn it down. I now told him, he said, no. Go to so person in the VC's office. Tell her you are my candidate. You are under my scholarship. Let them give you a change of form. Fill it, bring it to me to sign it. Then they will take you on admission to adult education and community development. Like play. By January, I had finished all that. I went back to his office, he signed it, and I put it, and I began going to school. That was how I went to UST. In 2003, let me rewind back. I finally braced up courage and I traveled to I called my father. As I called him, I said, Daddy, I said, Ijoma Ojako. Are you sure you're Ijoma? I said, yes, Daddy. If you're Ijoma, come and see me the next day. I said, I'm coming. I entered my village the next day. My father saw me and he was broken. You see, Ijoma, so Dendo. I said, yes. Where have you been? I told him. I said, Daddy, I'm that person that will call you and the phone will ring and I'll be laughing and you'll be scared. He said, do I want to kill him? I said, if I had killed him, I would have been happy. You people killed me. You put threw me to the street. You put threw me to the wild beast of the streets. Daddy, if you had died that period, I would have been very satisfied. My father said, no, that I won't understand. That there's so many things I won't understand. I said, Daddy, there's nothing you will explain to me. That you told us that you are coming when they had that crisis in Lagos and they called us Abiola. Let you go and clean the house in the village and tell them to help us clean the house, that you were coming back to pick us to come. Daddy, you vanished. I went through secondary school, you were not there. When I will complain, you will tell me, go and stay in Lagos with your mother. I stayed with my mother that almost killed me. He said he wanted us to live with our mother. I said, no. What if they succeeded to kill me? My father said, no, they wouldn't have killed me. I said, how sure are you? He couldn't say anything. We made amends and I told him, I said, well, I'm in Abuja, but I'll be moving to Port Harcourt very soon. So when I got my admission, did my matriculation, I called him. I said, Daddy, I've gotten admission. As he did not pay 335 naira for me to go to Unilag. Now another person have paid hundreds of thousands and I've given scholarship in UST. When I will write my project, I will not put your name. I will put his name because you did not pay 1 naira. You know, so let him tell me, oh, that my sister said that said he should not pay school fees for me that time. That she's not a graduate. She dropped out of school. It's not she wants to go to school. She was hiding it. I sent her to school. She went there. She got pregnant. I said, see, I'm mother that reincarnated for you. Leave me alone. Let me live my life. Push your face your own. He now said, when will I go and see my mom? I said, when I'm ready to go and see my mom, I'll go and see my mom. I didn't go. 2005, this my immediate elder brother died in the month of March. That man had to force me to go to Lagos and come for his burial in the village. He died in mysterious circumstances. He was an undergraduate of FUT Mina, civil engineering. Till tomorrow, we can't connect to what happened that he died. They just said he will sit in the class and begin to talk and begin to blow breeze in the air. I saw him several times when I came to Lagos once. He will tell me whenever what wants to happen to him happens to him, he will see a dark shadow. As the dark shadow covers him, he will now shout and begin to foam. and begin to have seizures. I saw that happen to my immediate elder brother. We told our mom, she said we should get out. We told our father, he said get out. Our first son, I told him, he took him to Yaba Psychiatric Hospital and said that is where his younger brother belongs. This is a house that I remember while we were young. My elder brother will tell this his younger brother, he will not be alive that the two of them will share our father's property together. So it was a battle of siblings that he will never be alive and the both of them will share our father's properties. It was a battle of siblings against siblings. Mother raising enmity in amongst children. Mother turning children against father. Father was not saying anything, but we all now felt our father just abandoned us and left us just like that. And he continued until he became a monster. That boy died in a mysterious way. I remember one of the boys that was serving my dad said he had a dream. And in that dream that he saw that this, my brother, died and they buried him in 5 places. I was still in secondary school. And yes, truthfully, when he became so sick and he traveled home, in the quest of my father looking for solution, my father took him to a place in Delta called Ebua. The native doctor came to the house. An eyewitness told me, my brother told me before he died. And they used fowl, chicken, to do something. And they cut the hair, the hands, the legs, and they buried in 5 different places. Not up to a year, this young boy died. He died at 24, 25. It was painful. I never forgave my mother. I never forgave my father. And I told my mother, it is good he died on Murdering Sunday, so that for every Murdering Sunday you will live, you will remember your son died in front of you. And she said, oh, am I laying a curse on her? I said, no. I said, you were never there as a mother. You never made efforts to know what happened to your son and what went wrong with your son. You were busy with your business that you were not using to feed your children, but you were gathering the money, giving to your younger brother to save for you. And that passed. I continued my journey in school. My father now begged me that my immediate younger sister, the one directly behind me, we are still looking for that girl till today. We don't know where she is. Even as my mom is dead. Mommy, she just ran away. Nobody knows where she is. Why did she run? She was staying with me in Port Harcourt here. When I told her I wanted this man I'm dating is the person I'm going to marry, she called my elder sister and told her, oh no, the person that she's dating, that she says she wants to marry, poverty. I've seen the man. Poverty. So because of that, my sister said, if I continue with this, my husband I married today, that she was going to leave my house. Truthfully, she left my house. A self-contained, I was living in Ogunabali. And she went to live with her friend, an Akwa Ibom girl, in a Bacha house, not far from my house. I never called her back. I never asked her to come. I never asked her, why did you leave? I left her to her fate. I told my brother, our first son, I said, this is what our sister has done. I called my father, I told him, my father said, leave her to her fate. Ijoma, I said, Daddy, do you love that man? You want to marry him? I said, yes, Daddy. It's not that he does not have money. My father said, stay there. He said, if you love him, stay there. And that was how I stick with this man that I married today. I don't regret marrying him. I don't regret the journey. Yes, there are journeys that I have cried. There were journeys I felt rejected, abandoned, but this man has stood with me all the way. Mommy Rosemary can testify. She's met him. And she will always tell me, Joma, like you will not complete. This man is a good man. May your stubbornness calm down. And I went through school. My dad begged me to train her in school. I paused paying my school fees. When this man who was training me will give me school fees, I used to train my sister in Abia State University. I was paying her fees, not paying my own. I only paid my year 1 school fees. I didn't even pay my final year school fees, but I wrote my final exam. I didn't even have money to do my clearance in school because why? My father said, train your younger sister. This was the same younger sister that stood up to say the person I was dating, poverty. Yes, when I met him, poverty, yes. I didn't even want to marry. I only told him if God used me to change your story, better, because me, I was already thinking of marrying a very rich man. On my mind is to marry rich man because I don't too suffer. I just enter where the same money and marry rich man. But when I met him,
What's happening? Hello. Well, we are still listening to Jennifer. I think she has a network problem. We are still listening to Jennifer. Whoa, this story is bombastic. Bombastic. While we're waiting for Jennifer to come back, um, I think she has a network issue. We are waiting for Jennifer to come back. Oh my God, it's 4 o'clock. Okay, oh my God. Okay. Hey, the lady is a special breed according to Chief Godfrey. If you want to say grace at work, if you want to say wow, wonderful, Chukwemeka says smart, Oluchi say na God do, Olu say chai, Honora Godfrey say ha ha, Oluchi Linda say you are very lucky. Well, Lola Rich say ha, good evening ma, okay. Ifeanyi Bonjimi, you're welcome. Lola Rich say I tire, Oluchukwu say wahala, thank God, Oluchi, you are very lucky. Then only tell you are very lucky, amazing, amazing. If anyone say a yeah, want to say happy, okay, happy Sunday, Lifereals family. Sorry for joining late. The network is not friendly over here. I think that's why we're having problem with Stephanie. They didn't know that your God is greater. According to Femi, imagine if because a man can never be God. Now, so it is our sponsors then that are supposed to be there. Grace at work, so sad. All in all, God, thank God. She say it's not easy, sad, and wow, dark shadow is a sign of that woman. Correct. Look, you say, God forbid. Can you imagine? Look, about to say, in-house enemy. In-house enmity is bad. Stealing rivalry is bad. Oluchukwu say, child, Chinechukwu say, thank God. This family engaged in self-harm and destruction. Yes. Oluchukwu said, things are happening. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Stephanie.
Lifereals with Florence Onoma. One step at a
My name is Florence Onoma. I am the anchor of Lifereals. Lifereals was created to reach out to people that need somebody to talk to, a shoulder to lean on, an avenue for people to express themselves instead of blocking things off.
No need to be worried. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. Yeah. I know you've been wondering
why I need to tell you how they turn their lemons into lemonade. I have been through a lot myself, and I'm also here to share my experiences with you. You know what? I've been betrayed. I have been gossiped. I've been criticized wrongly. I have been judged. I have been misunderstood. And I'm here to tell you that you're not alone in that game. Come, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Don't bother. There's depression. Depression is real. Don't kill yourself before your time. There's always a solution to that problem you're going through. Here on Lifereals, we are here to help you. Come, follow me on this page. Let's talk about that problem. Trust me, together we can solve it. Lifereals is here to help you.
No need to be worried. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. One step at a time. No need to be worried.
Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. Stephanie is having network issues, and the time is up for today. Like I told you, the story is long. Now she's about entering the main story with the battle she had with her mom. So, and it's already 4 o'clock. I don't want to keep anybody longer than necessary. Oluchukwu, multiple grace. Chinyere, household enemy is terrible. Yeah. Chinyere, God bless that your hobby. Sorry of a house divided against itself cannot stand. That's from Awando. So you see what I'm saying. So it is a case of a house divided against itself that cannot stand, and it boils down to parents, supporting children against each other. And I mean, only God knows what happened to the young man that she was talking about. But we're still going to hear the story. By next week, she's coming back to continue with this story because we must finish the story, right? So we have is Esther Obi still here? No, no, no. Where are the people that wrote their names today? Okay, Oluchukwu, are you still here? I can see Oluchilinda here. Okay, I can see Oluchukwu, Oluchilinda. Is Honora Godfrey still here? Yes, Honora Godfrey, are you here? When did I see Honora Godfrey last? I think there was a place I saw him a few minutes ago. Honora Godfrey, if you're here, please give me a shout. And then Chinyere Chukwemeka, are you still here? Yeah, Chinyere Chukwemeka is still here. So Honora Godfrey, if you're still here, let me hear from you. Let me hear from you. If not, I'm putting somebody else. These are the people that are going to get data today, and they are here to the end of the program. Honora Godfrey, I can't find you, like you logged out. Okay, while I'm waiting while I'm trying to sign off, I'm going to just wait for Honora Godfrey to show himself if he's still here. If he's not here, then I'm going to replace him with somebody else, because the rule of the game is I must see your comments towards the end of the program, and I'm not seeing his comments. So, Lifereals family, you have heard the story so far. She's in school now, and the husband issue is coming up. The family issue is coming back. Throughout this today, now we heard about her sojourn in Abuja and all her bad, good girl turn bad kind of lifestyle. And then now she has found a destiny helper that, is paying for her school fees. We are going to pick this story up from there. She has lost her immediate senior elder brother and all that. So we are going to tidy up this story from here next week. She's coming back. Even if it takes us bringing her here 10 times, we are going to bring her here. This story must finish because I want you guys to learn something from this story. I want you to learn something that God, when God is with you, at times the road can be narrow, the hills can be up and down and everything, but God is taking you somewhere and he's going to get you there regardless. So, okay, so I can't find Honora Godfrey. Can't find Honora Godfrey. Honora Godfrey. So I'm replacing Honora Godfrey with Ifeyinwa Ibekwe. I don't know if Ifeyinwa got data last week. Ifeyinwa, did you get data last week? Ifeyinwa, did you get data last week? I'll go back and check. Yes, I'll go back and check. If Ifeyinwa did not get data last week, Ifeyinwa Ibekwe, did she get data last week? If not, she's going to get data because I can't find Honora Godfrey. All right, so I'm so sorry to have kept you this long. I'm just trying to sign off, So that is the story. We're going to continue next week. Thank you so much for connecting. Thank you so much, Oluchilinda. Thank you so much, Kufre Jimmy. Ifeyinwa Ibekwe. Thank you, Chinyere Chukwemeka. Thank you, Oluchukwu. Thank you, Lord Chief Papando. Thank you so much for connecting. Flobet TV, thank you for connecting. Chris, thank you. Chief Godfrey, thank you. Deaconess Vera, thank you. Dr. Victoria, thank you for connecting with me today. I appreciate all of you. There is no Lifereals without you. Thank you. Rita and so forth, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Lola Weruche, thank you. Thank you, all of you. Thank you for connecting. Thank you for connecting with me today. Okay? God bless you. Okay, so if you're getting data this week, God bless you. All right, let me release everyone to go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, to Godfrey. Thank you. I learned a lot from my experience. Thank you so much. I know that. I know we're going to learn more blessings. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Let's see you again next week. God bless all of you. I don't want to leave you go, let you go, but I love you guys. I can't let you go.
Lifereals with Florence Onoma. One step at a
My name is
time.
Florence Onoma. I am the anchor of Lifereals. Lifereals was created to reach out to people that need somebody to talk to, a shoulder to lean on, an avenue for people to express themselves instead of blocking things off.
No need to be worried. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. Yeah. I know you've been wondering why I
I'm going
think
to tell you how they turn their lemons into lemonade. I have been through a lot myself, and I'm also here to share my experiences with you. You know what? I've been betrayed.